For most travelers, Panama begins with this skyline, a wall of glass and steel rising directly out of the Pacific. The architecture here is aggressively modern, defined by high-concept designs pulled from a future financial capital. It's the energy of a global hub, where the lifestyle centers on high-end marinas and international business. But the country's global identity is anchored by a single piece of 20th-century engineering. This is the Panama Canal, where massive cargo ships carry global trade through a series of concrete locks. To get through, these vessels have to be guided with incredible accuracy. There are moments where only a few inches of water separate the hull from the lock walls. This modern face of Panama, the skyscrapers and the shipping lanes, is actually the most recent layer of a much older story. Long before we learned how to dig through the rock, this narrow strip of land was where different worlds converged, making it a target for anyone who wanted to control the flow of wealth between the oceans. Before the first European arrived, indigenous groups were already thriving here. They built their societies around the massive marine wealth found in the shallow coastal waters. When the Spanish arrived, they saw the same strategic value. They built Panama Viejo, which quickly became the primary storage point for gold and silver waiting to be shipped to the Spanish crown. The stone tower of that original city still stands today. It's a physical reminder of the wealth that once flowed through this port, now silhouetted against the modern city. That wealth eventually made the city a prime target. In 1671, the privateer Captain Henry Morgan led an invasion to seize the Spanish treasure. Morgan's pirates overwhelmed the city's defenses. The resulting conflict led to the total collapse of the settlement. By the time the pirates left, the original Panama was a charred ruin, its golden era ended by fire. But the destruction of the old city forced the survivors to rethink their strategy, leading to a complete reinvention of the capital nearby. They moved the capital just down the coast, to a rocky, more defensible peninsula that would be much harder for pirates to storm. This new city, Casco Viejo, was built with thick walls and a vibrant Spanish style, featuring the pastel walls and iron balconies that still define the neighborhood. Generations have preserved these plazas and churches, keeping the 17th century layout intact even as the modern world grew up around it. It's more than just old architecture. You see the continuity of history in the polera, the national dress, where every intricate stitch is still done by hand today. In Casco Viejo, the colonial past and the living culture of the present exist in the same space, showing how Panama rebuilt its identity after the pirate era. Beyond the city and concrete, Panama's landscape shifts toward mist-covered mountains and deep green valleys. These forests are home to incredible biodiversity, like the Rufous motmot hidden within the tropical canopy. Because of the country's shape, you're never far from quiet coastlines where jungle meets turquoise water. Panama's narrow geography means you can move between completely different worlds in a single afternoon. Within just a few short hours, touch the ruins of a raid, watch a megaship navigate the locks, and relax on a remote beach. The canal handles the world's movement, but the land holds a complex overlap of history and nature, making it feel like traveling through time.